Hello and welcome back to Mirror Mind, the channel dedicated to helping you understand narcissistic personality disorder, heal from narcissistic abuse, and reclaim your life. If you've landed here today, chances are you've been through something incredibly painful. Maybe a toxic relationship, a manipulative parent, a controlling boss, or a family dynamic that left you questioning your worth. Today's topic is rebuilding your identity after narcissistic abuse. This one's deep. This one's personal, and this one matters, because when you've spent years or even decades being manipulated, gaslit, criticized, or invalidated, you don't just walk away with a broken heart, you walk away with a broken sense of self. But here's the truth: you can rebuild. It's not easy, it's not fast, but it's possible, and you are worth it. So let's talk about how we lose ourselves in narcissistic abuse and step by step, how to get that identity back. Chapter 1. What narcissistic abuse does to your identity. Let's begin at the core. What exactly happens to your identity when you're in a relationship with a narcissist? Whether it's a parent, a partner, a boss, or even a friend, narcissistic abuse doesn't always leave bruises you can see. Instead, it chips away at who you are quietly, subtly, and over time. Here's how it happens. You learn to doubt yourself. From the constant gaslighting that never happened, you're overreacting, you're too sensitive, you begin to question your own thoughts, your feelings, your memories. You lose trust in your own judgment. You stop listening to your needs. In a narcissistic dynamic, your needs are either dismissed or used against you. You learn that having needs makes you needy, selfish, or dramatic. So, over time, you stop asking. You stop even noticing what you want. Your emotions are invalidated. When you express sadness or anger, the narcissist calls you crazy, unstable, or too emotional. So you numb your feelings. You shut them down. You become a shell of yourself just to survive the emotional minefield. You become who they want you to be. To avoid punishment, withdrawal, or rage, you become hyper-aware of their moods. You smile when you don't feel like it. You agree when you actually disagree. You become a master of people-pleasing, but you forget what you think, feel, or believe. Chapter 2. The collapse of self. What we just described leads to something called identity erosion. It's not that you wake up one day and say, I don't know who I am. It's more like you wake up every day and feel that emptiness, confusion, and numbness, but can't put it into words. Let's go deeper into that. You don't know what you like anymore. When someone asks you, what do you enjoy doing, or what are your goals? You don't know what to say. Your life was shaped around someone else's desires, not your own. You feel guilt for being yourself. Even small things, resting, saying no, expressing an opinion, make you feel guilty. Because being you always came at a price: anger, rejection, or punishment. You feel unworthy of love. Years of criticism, neglect, or manipulation make you believe, I'm not enough. Even when someone treats you kindly now, you second-guess it. You wonder if you're lovable at all. Chapter 3. The foundation for rebuilding. Now let's begin the healing. Before we jump into action steps, I want you to hear this. You are not broken. Your sense of self has been buried, not destroyed. It's still there. Under the conditioning. Under the fear. Under the survival patterns. And we're going to help you unearth it. Start with self-compassion. Let go of the shame that says, why did I stay? Or why didn't I see it? You were surviving. You were doing your best with the tools and knowledge you had. Self-compassion is the soil where identity can grow again. Understand what happened. Education is power. Learn about MPD. Understand the manipulation tactics. Once you name it gaslighting, projection, love bombing, it stops feeling like your fault and starts making sense. Watch videos. Read books. Journal your memories. Reconnect with reality. Reconnect with your body. Trauma disconnects us from our bodies. But your body holds truth. Begin grounding practices, deep breathing, yoga, walking barefoot in the grass. Notice how emotions show up in your body and listen. This helps rebuild trust between your mind and body, a key part of identity. Chapter 4. Who were you before the narcissist? A powerful question to ask yourself is, who was I before this relationship? What did you enjoy? What made you laugh? What did you dream of? Now you might draw a blank. That's okay. Instead of pressuring yourself to remember, try these. Go through old photos or journals. See what hobbies you had, what songs you liked, who your friends were. This can help reconnect you with forgotten parts of yourself. Ask old friends or siblings. Sometimes people who knew us before can reflect us back to ourselves. Ask them, what was I like before all this? Their memories can awaken your own. Revisit childhood joy. What did you love doing as a kid? Drawing? Dancing? Exploring nature? Those things still matter. They're clues to your authentic self. Chapter 5, Discovering the New You. Sometimes the idea of going back to who you were doesn't feel right. And that's valid. Because you've changed. You've grown. And now you get to rebuild, not just recover. Here's how. Try new things without judgment. Take a class. Join a group. Explore new interests. You don't have to be good at it, you just have to be curious. Trying new things opens the door to new parts of yourself. Identify your values. Ask yourself, what matters to me? What kind of relationships do I want? What kind of life do I want to live? Write down 5 values. These are your internal compass. When you live in alignment with your values, your identity becomes clearer. Set boundaries and observe. Boundaries are not walls, they're windows into who you are. When you say no to something that doesn't feel right and yes to what aligns, you meet yourself again. Chapter 6, Reclaiming Your Voice. Your voice may have been silenced for a long time, but it's time to take it back. Start small. Practice expressing your thoughts and needs even if it's uncomfortable. Try it in journaling first, then in safe relationships. Say things like, I don't agree with that. I need some space. I prefer this instead. Each time you speak your truth, you reinforce your sense of self. Stop apologizing for existing. You don't have to apologize for being tired, for having feelings, or for needing rest. You are allowed to take up space. You matter. Practice replacing sorry with thank you. Instead of sorry, I'm late, thanks for waiting. Instead of sorry, I'm emotional, thank you for being here with me. Chapter 7, Protecting the New You. As you rebuild, you'll feel more empowered, but also more vulnerable. That's normal. Growth is tender. You're stepping into new territory. Here's how to protect your healing. Watch for red flags. Now that you understand narcissistic behavior, trust your gut when something feels off. You don't need to explain your boundaries, just honor them. Don't rush into relationships. Whether romantic, friendship, or work, give yourself time. You don't have to prove you're healed. Healing isn't a race, it's a lifelong journey. Build a support system. Find people who see you, who don't need you to perform, who celebrate your authenticity. Real connection is one of the most powerful mirrors for identity. Chapter 8, Long-Term Healing and Growth. Healing isn't linear. Some days you'll feel strong, others you'll feel like you're back at square one. That's okay. You're not starting over, you're spiraling upward. Therapy can help. Working with a trauma-informed therapist can help you process the layers of narcissistic abuse and rebuild a solid sense of self. Track your progress. Keep a journal. Write down moments where you honored your truth. Celebrate small wins. Over time, you'll see how far you've come. Practice radical self-acceptance. You don't have to be perfect to be lovable. You don't have to perform to be worthy. The real you, with all your flaws, strengths, and emotions, is enough. You've made it to the end of this episode, and I want to take a moment to acknowledge something. Rebuilding your identity after narcissistic abuse is one of the bravest things a person can do. It means walking away from pain, confusion, and fear and choosing yourself. Choosing to be whole. Choosing to remember who you are. Or maybe discover it for the first time. And that journey is not lonely. Here at Mirror Mind, you're not alone. We see you. We believe you. We're walking with you. If this episode resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe. And remember, you are not the broken version of yourself they made you feel like. You are becoming the real, whole, powerful you. Until next time, take care of your mind, protect your peace, and never stop healing. This is Mirror Mind signing off.